If I follow the way of the academic art of riding, will the horse actually be schooled close to a war horse from the 16th or 17th century?
Actually, we use the techniques of the old masters, but we use them for making a horse suitable for an academic horse in our time. Also, a war horse at these times could be very different. We have, for example, the two different old school, a la jineta and a la brida. In a la jineta, you stand in the stirrups and you lean out to make the hit. You can reach longer because your arm then can go out, but the power behind your hit will only be that of your hand and not that of the weight of the horse behind you. A la brida, you bring the horse into the position for where you want to hit out, and that means you ask the horse to follow your point of weight as if it were part of your own body. Many people ask which school is the elder, and they think that the more simple is elder. But you see, to make a la jineta, you first had to invent the stirrup. The first stirrup we historically can prove are from the Byzantine army in the 5th century before or after Christ. That means that Xenophon, who wrote his book in the 4th century before Christ, wrote his book kind of almost 1,000 years before the stirrup was invented. And without the stirrup, that technique does not really work. So without a stirrup and without a saddle, you would like the horse to be directly under you. You don't lean so much out. So the academic art, we want that ability in the horse to follow your body as if it were your own body that is just gone that big. And that's a fantastic feeling, even for a rider living nowadays. What can we use from the old master? I don't want to live in the past. We see people doing reenactment, and you can copy their plates, for example, or their armor or their swords. Even that is quite difficult. But the skills to educate a war horse, we won't have. Even if you look at the best bullfighters, let's take an example Pablo Hermoso de Mendoza with his beautiful Palomino stallion Merlin. When you see how he can turn it and how he can fight, it's only half of the truth, because he's fighting with a bull and he can trick the bull with the same feint every time. You couldn't do that with another skilled horseman, and therefore even horses on that level is not the full story. Therefore we would not be able to copy so many years of experience in having a horse exactly in what needed at that time. We do work like as an experimental archaeology, that we take things out of the past, but we don't want to live the past.